Hi, I'm Nikki, owner and chief guide at Circle of Light Unlimited. And one of the things that I do at Circle of Light is I teach Reiki classes. I've been teaching Reiki for about 15 years now. And one of the things I get a lot of questions about, there's some confusion about the Reiki attunements and why we do them and what they are and what's involved. So I just thought I'd talk about that for a few minutes. So an attunement is kind of like what it sounds. It helps to tune the practitioner into the specific Reiki energy. So it's like a little ceremony. It's kind of an initiation. And the Reiki master, the person who's teaching the class and passing the attunement, has certain things that they do. They place the Reiki symbols into the crown of the head and into the hands. And the purpose of that is to help the practitioner really become one with, become more open to the particular vibration that is Reiki. And so there are a lot of analogies that go along with the attunement that people use to describe what it's doing. So some people will talk about it like tuning a radio, tuning the dial on a radio where you can pick up the station over here or over here, but if you get it just in the right spot, it will come through more clearly. You can access it more easily, just like a radio station coming in nice and clear. Or some people will describe it like tuning a guitar. So you turn the knob, and yeah, if you're hitting the E string, it's gonna make a sound, and you could make music with it. But again, it could be too sharp, it could be too flat. If you get it just right, it's going to produce something much more clear and pure. So what the Reiki master is doing is they're pulling in a whole bunch of Reiki energy all at once and then passing it to the practitioner receiving it in a very concentrated form. It's almost like they're saying, here, this is what Reiki looks like. This is what it sounds like. This is what it feels like. This is what it tastes like. Now you'll recognize it when you work with it. Particularly for somebody who is brand new to working with Reiki and is getting that level 1 attunement, this is your introduction. Now you know what you're looking for and what you're working with. But what it also does is it opens the channel within the practitioner, so everybody inherently is able to work with healing energy and to do energy healing. You don't technically need an attunement to start doing that. And some people are very in tune with the healing energy, and they do it just naturally. So for those people who are already working with healing energy, an attunement is still going to open that channel wider and allow them to work with it even more and use a greater amount at once. And so that's also what, as you do additional attunements, that channel opens wider and wider and wider. And so people who are very aware of the energy they're experiencing will describe working with Reiki after particularly level 3 attunement, after a master level attunement, as more palpable, as denser, and almost like it's something they could reach out and physically touch. Let's see, what else did I want to say about attunements? I know there was some more stuff. Oh, so like I said, so the Reiki master during the attunement process is pulling in a whole bunch of the Reiki energy at once, transferring it to the practitioner, receiving it, using the symbols. And that main reason is to help the new practitioner tune in or tune in better, work with that inherent ability more strongly. But the second thing that happens almost as a side effect of the attunement is that it tends to clear out energy blockages in a really big, really fast way, and it can be quite intense. So attunements do have healing properties, but that's not its primary focus. When I first started teaching Reiki, I would go through this whole big process, and people were like, wow, I need to learn to do that to do Reiki. And generally not. Attunements are generally not done during a Reiki healing session because they are for the practitioner to work more fully with it, even though it has healing properties. Now, there are some people who will do an attunement during a healing session, particularly in end-of-life cases, actually, to ease that transition, but generally not. Generally, they're done during classes for the practitioners, not for somebody coming for a Reiki session. One of the things that people ask me, and I don't have a good answer for, so I would be really interested in hearing back from other Reiki practitioners what you think about. Some people say that the more attunements you can get, the better, and the bigger and bigger that channel will get. And some people say you only need the 3, you've got it, you're good, you're done. And of course, in more traditional practices, there were actually multiple attunements for each level. And now the way I learned it and the way most people are doing it is there's one attunement for each level. And there are some different reasons and different practices why that might happen, and I might get into that in a different video. But I would be really interested in hearing back from some of you if you think it's better to have more and more attunements, or if the 3 is sufficient. And any other questions you have about attunements or Reiki or anything else you'd like to hear about, I would love to hear from you. You can get in touch with me by emailing me at nikki@circleoflightunlimited.com, here on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, all the places. So please do get in touch and let me know what you're thinking. Until next time, bye-bye. Many blessings.